Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. 1st down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Bengals 0. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Stop.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead.
Here we go.
Make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
11. Stop.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And this is incomplete. The Bengals at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner.
Come on, ready?
Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
11. 11. Stop.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
11. Stop.
on 3rd down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the...
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 62 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
11 MT. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow will throw. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. to give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Powering forward. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 48.
Now Burrow on first down. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Hey, let's go Wednesday. On Wednesday.
After the interception, here's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here's Smith now on second down. Dancing to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
On 1, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On first down, Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals take over first and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up
11,
on a first and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10.
12, 12, 12.
And Burrow going to change the play.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate. Stop.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2, ready?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Now, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Geno. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Smith. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That one good for 37 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To the air again, Smith. Buying time to his left. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenneth Walker laying himself out in the end zone. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
11 mighty, 11 MT. Stop.
Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Stop.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
12. 11 Thomas. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. First throw now for the backup lock. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bengals 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 MT, 11
They
MT.
look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
11, 11, 11.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. God.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mixing up the middle.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
11 MT, 11 MT. God.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's get set. 12, 12. Dot.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
11 MT, Kate. Dot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
11, 11, 11. Dot.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Smith. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Geno now to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
From 19 yards away.
And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there.
Here we go.
First down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Eleven MT tape. 11 MT tape.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense, drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
12.
Again, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
11.
1st down. Here's Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
11.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the 50, it's Smith.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Burrow on play action.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this out past the 25. And now they're in the hurry up.
11 empty.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It already looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the interception, here's Smith. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long, it's Smith. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of... Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to the...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
62 yards on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now it's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Smith.
That is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they start at their own 7.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
On 2, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
11. Stop.
Burrow. Connecting with Mixon.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd down.
11 Thomas. 12.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Stop.
To throw, Burrow.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Down the sideline he goes.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
McPherson down for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
Smith's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
Back to Walker on first down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Walker with another carry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. First throw here in overtime for Smith. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Nixon will try the right side, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
Now time to see what Burrow can do here at OT.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
On third down, Burrow. Smith catches left side. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
11.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Well, he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mixon. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. So it's the Bengals who come away with a win. And the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, you have to be impressed with the way he ran the show, partner.